always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act.
Me, straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, I don't know this. Don't go heavy on him the first.
No. He can't afford to do that.
He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Anthony Joshua has made it clear that his fight with Jake Paul will be a real fight, not an exhibition. Joshua emphasized that he has always been authentic in the ring and has no interest in putting on a scripted show for cameras. According to him, nothing will be staged. Every punch, every exchange, and every moment inside the ring will be genuine, reflecting a serious and fully competitive bout.
Pressure to deliver. I want to live up to expectations. I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act. And then when I go home, I'm going to be someone completely different. Number one, that's a whole with the energy. And number two, like, remember, half of the time I'm speaking to people, I feel like I'm speaking to a camera. I'm speaking to someone on a level. So it's been difficult. I don't really express myself too well to a piece of plastic. I have better conversations one-on-one around.
Netflix has reportedly put $80 million on the table for Anthony Joshua to fight Jake Paul on December 19th. The matchup would take place under official Queensberry rules, featuring 3-minute rounds and 10-ounce gloves for both men, leaving no room for gimmicks or exhibition-style boxing. Everything about the bout is designed to make it a fully legitimate, competitive fight in every sense.
Boxer. He's not taking nobody dive to Jake Paul, okay? He's not following nobody's script with Jake Paul, okay? And the difference is, because I've seen a lot of people say, this is a circus. No, it's not a circus. Anthony Joshua's coming off of a knockout loss. He's been out the ring for a year, and he has serious fights already lined up. Not to mention, the only fight Anthony Joshua ducked in his entire career, unlike Gervonta Tank Davis, is the Deontay Wilder fight. He fought Alexander Usyk twice. He fought Daniel DeBose. He fought Dillian White. He fought everybody in the heavyweight division outside of Deontay Wilder. And he is trying to fight Tyson Fury now. So he fights the who's of who's in the heavyweight division. Okay? So, yes, he ducked Deontay Wilder, and we are well aware of that. But he's trying to fight Tyson Fury. So that's the only guy that he ducked. Gervonta Tank Davis has a fight that he arguably lost in a controversial draw to Lamont Roach. And he was ducking that to fight a guy that he said that he's not able to fight above 135 pounds, and fighting at 140 was uncomfortable. He's going to fight a catchweight fight at 195, 50 pounds heavier than the 40 pounds that he said was uncomfortable for him to fight, against a guy who is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, but couldn't give us the fights we wanted to see.
This will be a real professional boxing match, with Anthony Joshua reportedly committed to giving absolutely everything. There will be no theatrics, no exhibition style, and no scripted moments. Every second inside the ring will matter. Both fighters are expected to display their skills, strategy, stamina, and power, turning this into a serious, high-stakes showdown that boxing fans simply cannot afford to miss.
Both parties agree will be fought as a real professionally sanctioned boxing fight. Now, per latest reports, it's also been said that organizers involved with this event are reportedly putting in a total purse of 140 million British pounds to be evenly split by both participants, meaning 70 million British pounds for both Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua each, which is roughly about 92.3 million.
Jake Paul is back in the headlines, boldly insisting that he will defeat Anthony Joshua in a future showdown. True to his trademark confidence, Paul claims the fight is inevitable, and that nothing will stop him from stepping into the ring with one of boxing's biggest names. He continues to portray himself as relentless in chasing high-profile opponents, pushing the narrative that Joshua is next. Fans are split. Some admire Paul's drive and fearlessness, while others remain highly skeptical about whether he can genuinely threaten a powerhouse like Joshua. Still, Paul's unwavering determination and non-stop call-outs are fueling hype, drama, and non-stop debate across social media, adding even more anticipation to the possibility of this blockbuster matchup.
I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the fight. Usyk's one of my favorite fighters, him or David Benavidez. So here to enjoy and just have some fun tonight here at Wembley.
Come on, put some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.
Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua.
I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad.
But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way.
And I love it. Like, the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans. So I'm going around the pubs, talking to all the people, asking them about how they think about the fight. I just love the atmosphere. I love to be here. And this is always
Liam Cameron, a seasoned professional boxer, has weighed in on the public buzz surrounding the potential Joshua versus Paul fight. He noted that many fans are already predicting that Anthony Joshua will dominate Jake Paul with ease, and some spectators even seem excited at the idea of a one-sided mismatch. However, Cameron urges fans to slow down on assumptions. He points out that professional boxing rarely plays out exactly the way people expect. Hype can distort reality, and Jake Paul has already proven in past fights that he's capable of shocking experienced opponents when the odds are stacked against him. Cameron's comments highlight the important difference between public anticipation and what actually happens inside the ring, reminding viewers that anything can happen once the first bell rings.
If you don't like Jake Paul, AJ's going to do you a favour because he's going to flatten him. But big props to that Jake Paul for getting it ring with him. Listen to this, he's a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. You don't have to box. And he's fighting him. He's either a madman or he knows something we don't know. But people like saying, oh, I won't take this Jake Paul fight. Listen, every boxer on the planet would fight Jake Paul. But money. I'd fight Anthony Joshua. For money. I'd get flattened, but I'd fight him. So yeah, I think people sometimes have to watch what they say and think about it. If I were going to get 100 million, you put lottery on how many is lottery? Every couple of times a week you put lottery on. Hoping to win Euro Millions. That's Euro Millions. He might get out at first round, Jake Paul. He might do. He's not going to come and start swinging at him. He's going to move his feet in and avoid him, but fair play to him. Joshua's been pretty...
Leon Edwards has urged fans to approach the potential Joshua versus Paul matchup with caution and respect for both fighters. Rather than taking sides, he highlighted the unpredictability of combat sports, especially when one athlete comes from a traditional boxing background and the other has taken an unconventional route into the sport. Edwards warns that underestimating any opponent can be dangerous. While many fans focus solely on Anthony Joshua's resume and accomplishments, he reminds them that mental toughness, adaptability, and strategy can be just as decisive as raw power and physical attributes.
This fight's in the works, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. As a Brit, how do you evaluate?
Just in that, someone just told me about that. That's mad. Fair play to Jake Paul, first of all, for taking it. But if AJ doesn't knock him out in like 1-2 rounds, then I feel like the fight is mostly fixed or something, because I'm going to Anthony Joshua, obviously, for the KO. So yeah, when is it, you know?
It's going to be next month. They're working.
Television personalities Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara have spoken openly about the upcoming fight, calling it dangerously unpredictable. They suggested that Anthony Joshua will almost certainly be advised to hold back and avoid using his full power against Jake Paul. Their concern reflects the unusual nature of this matchup. Joshua is a fully established heavyweight champion, while Paul, despite showing improvement, does not have the same level of professional experience. Cundy and O'Hara stressed that even if Joshua tones down the intensity, boxing is an inherently dangerous sport, and anything can happen once punches start landing. Their remarks show that the discussion surrounding this fight goes far beyond entertainment value. The risk factor and the spectacle are sparking debates not only among fans, but within the boxing world itself.
I don't know, mate.
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I genuinely think it's dangerous.
Well, but that's
putting a world heavyweight champion,
but then the cynic,
top 4 or 5 fighters in the world.
Then the cynic in me tells me,
YouTuber who's never had a proper fight.
Right, the cynic in me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, I don't know this. Don't go heavy on him the first.
No, he can't afford to do that. Anthony Joshua can't afford to do that.
Okay, well, that's where I'm wrestling with my own mind right now. You asked me the question, how do I feel about it? I don't know what to make of it, mate. I seriously don't know what to make of it. I seriously don't.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what to make.
I'll watch it because
I don't know whether I will, Jay. Honestly, I probably will close the vote right now. I don't know whether I will. I don't know whether I will. Honestly, I didn't watch. Was it Jake Paul that fought? Who did he fight? Mayweather. No, Mayweather. I didn't watch that. Who fought Mayweather? Oh, it was. I tell you, it was. Who was the MMA fighter?
Logan Paul. One that you didn't know the name of, yeah.
Logan Paul, right?
He fought for him.
I didn't watch that one either. Right?
I know, but Jake Paul's got a bit more boxing credentials. He has.
What about McGregor? Who did McGregor fight? Did he fight someone? McGregor? Have I made that up?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your head at?
I don't know, man. They all
it's all over the gaff. You gave Andy your number, and you gave him the top.
His name's Adam.
Adam, sorry. You gave Adam the number.
No.
You said 03717 22
I gave him the sports.
You gave him the sports number.
No, but I don't.
Get your head out.
No, I don't know. I don't know whether I will.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has spotlighted the massive financial incentive behind Anthony Joshua agreeing to face Jake Paul, suggesting it could be the biggest payday of his career. Beyond the money, Hearn emphasizes that Joshua's legacy is already secure, meaning taking this fight wouldn't damage his reputation. Instead, it offers a unique opportunity to connect with a wider audience and maintain visibility in the public eye. Hearn frames the matchup not just as a sporting event, but as a strategic career and business move. In today's boxing landscape, where pay-per-view revenue, sponsorships, and global media exposure drive the sport, financial considerations often play a key role in high-profile bouts. While some purists may question the fight's sporting legitimacy, Hearn highlights that lucrative opportunities like this allow fighters to secure long-term stability while still competing at an elite level. This fight represents a blend of athleticism, entertainment, and business savvy, showing how modern boxing balances spectacle with strategy. Fans can expect competitive action in the ring alongside a carefully orchestrated event designed to maximize both exposure and revenue for everyone involved.
Which doesn't deflect from our plan with Turkey Al-Sheikh in 2026, which is to ultimately fight Tyson Fury and try and get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, then we might do it. Is Jake Paul for real? He'd be mad to do it. Mad. I would have a newfound respect for him. And if we were offered the amount of money that I know is associated with these fights, it would be very difficult for us to say no, Cole.
What is the amount of money that you think? No, but a roundabout figure, like, is it 300 million? Is it 200 million? Is it 100 million?
Listen, it would be, you know,
the biggest payday of his career?
Not necessarily, no. But it would be right up there with the biggest paydays of his career. I can't. There's no point me trying to dress it up to you. I can only be as honest as I can. We can't really turn it down if it's presented to us. And, like, yeah, part of me quite likes the idea of AJ giving him a slap, but I think Jake Paul is mad for even considering Anthony Joshua. But, you know, if we're presented with the opportunity, do we do it? We'll have to wait and see, but probably yes.
People like Dave Allen has criticised the fight, Do you understand criticisms from other fighters about, his legacy being affected in this?
I think again, it's just be honest. Like I said to Dave Allen, then I said, you talk some shit, you do. I said you'd fight Jake Paul for $500,000. Oh, I don't know about that. I said, Dave, shut up. And that's what I say to some people. Like, there isn't anybody in our shoes that wouldn't take it. I'm sorry. Like, and you can say, yeah, but
Legendary fighter Roy Jones Jr. weighed in on the financial dynamics of high-profile bouts like Joshua versus Paul. He predicts the fight will happen and generate massive revenue for everyone involved. Jones points out that the matchup is especially advantageous for Joshua, whose career has faced recent challenges, framing it as an opportunity to regain momentum and re-establish his presence in the public eye. With both financial and reputational stakes high, Jones highlights how this type of fight offers a high-reward scenario. His perspective underscores the delicate balance between risk, reward, and career strategy that today's elite fighters must navigate when deciding which bouts to take.
I want to change subjects just a little bit here, and Anthony Joshua, there's rumours circulating he could be fighting Jake Paul next. One, do you think it's good for boxing, and two, do you think the fight will happen?
I think it's great for boxing. I think the fight will happen. AJ is 1-0 against these guys that come in to these boxing careers late. So why not? He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he probably make more money fighting Jake Paul than he will fighting anybody else that he can fight right now. So why would he not do it? I mean, not that he needs the money right now anyway, but if he's going to do something, if he want to get a good win to put him back on the scene, that's a perfect one.
Former heavyweight Tony Bellew issued a stark warning regarding Jake Paul agreeing to face Anthony Joshua, calling the decision dangerously reckless. He highlighted the physical and mental challenges Paul will encounter against a seasoned, powerful opponent. Drawing on his own in-ring experience, Bellew stressed that miscalculations against stronger fighters can have serious consequences. His comments serve as a reminder that, beyond the hype and publicity, boxing remains a high-risk sport, where a single mistake can have lasting repercussions, particularly for a fighter like Paul, who lacks the professional experience of Joshua.
The level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane. It is right. I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime, but because he says some crazy shit. But
the Wade Concept podcast offered an in-depth analysis, warning Jake Paul about the risks of facing Anthony Joshua. Host Plemons pointed out that Paul's natural fighting weight is around 90 kilograms, while Joshua typically competes at approximately 111 kilograms, a 21 kilograms difference that creates a major gap in strength and power. The podcast emphasized that this size disparity could have serious implications for both safety and performance. Beyond the physical factors, Plemons also discussed concerns about stamina, strategy, and mental readiness, providing a comprehensive view of the challenges Paul would face against a fighter of Joshua's experience and caliber.
Now, one of the biggest issues in making this fight, one, yes, that's the former heavyweight champ. Why is he fighting Jake Paul? And two, why is Jake Paul putting his health and well-being on the line? Because someone asked me on Twitter, Wade, if Jake Paul gets knocked out, will his career be over? Buddy, his life may be over if he gets knocked out by AJ, because that dude put Francis Ngannou flat on his back, and I had never seen Francis Ngannou hurt before. Again, it's boxing, not MMA. Jake has a little more experience, but we're talking about a massive size difference. AJ's still relatively young and still relatively got something left in the tank, and he's only fought the world-class guys for the last 10 years. This would be Jake's not only hardest fight, most dangerous fight of his career. If Jake is doing this, it could signal the last one. I'm not even joking. This could signal Jake being like, I'm having...
The showdown between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul is more than just a headline. It's a clash of contrasting styles and experiences. Joshua's years in professional boxing give him an edge in technique, endurance, and ring intelligence, while Paul brings unpredictability, charisma, and momentum from a recent string of high-profile fights. Analysts emphasize that the mental game, handling pressure, fan expectations, and the weight of reputation will be just as critical as physical conditioning. For Joshua, a victory would reaffirm his dominance, while for Paul, even lasting through the rounds could boost his credibility and standing within sport.
The Netflix thing. We know that Anthony Joshua is an exclusive fighter to DAZN. Eddie Hearn has stated that multiple times. AJ, I'm pretty sure, even has a piece of DAZN. I could be wrong about that, but he signed a mega deal years ago with them. So for this fight to take place on Netflix would mean DAZN would say, you can have one of our biggest cash draws, and maybe in a revenue share thing, or maybe Netflix pays them some money, but you can have our biggest cash draw and we don't have an affiliation with it. That seems a bit unrealistic. But having said that, this isn't a report from anybody in the camp. This is not MVP saying it. This is not Eddie Hearn saying it. This is Mike Coppinger, who I guess has talked to people in the camp. But an independent source saying that they are finalizing a deal. Not that they're in talks. They are finalizing a deal. So this is, again, we're talking 1 yard line, first and goal, right? We're right there. They just need to dot some I's and cross some T's. So I wonder if that's the last barrier. Because when you're finalizing a deal, this isn't time for, oh, well, you can back out if you don't think this is going to make any sense, or, oh, this is going to hurt my legacy, or, oh, Jake, you're...
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll see you next time.